What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster in Chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I am coming at you with a Orzhov aggro deck, which I'm currently sitting on 80% win rate. I've gone like 17-4 with the deck. You can go look at my untapped profile if you don't believe me. It is absolutely shredding. And all I've done is taken the pre-existing Mono White Aggro shell, and I've just peppered it with a couple of good black cards. And so, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Orzhov Aggro. Ta-da! So you'll recognize a lot of the cards from the Mono White brew from a few days back, namely the Anointed Peacekeeper and the Serra Paragon, the sort of two new all-stars of the deck. But as far as the black cards that I was talking about that we've peppered the brew with, we've gone with a full playset of Evolved Sleeper, which is great actually in this deck because you can keep growing it so that you can always have something to train the Hopeful Initiate with in case, the opponent's removing other things. They're prioritizing getting rid of more important threats, and then your Evolved Sleeper just sits there and grows and can draw you some cards, which is also really nice. Death Touch on the level 2 is great against aggro. It kind of makes them think twice about attacking into a Death Touch creature with their Thundering Raiju and things like that. It's been invaluable. Then the Tenacious Underdog, another way of potentially drawing some cards, as well as just a nice aggressive 2-drop with 3 power. That we all know how good this card has been as well. So I think if I'm going to be cutting things like the Bank Buster, and I think I had a few March of Otherworldly Lights and things in the Mono White deck, then you need to fill that void with something really strong, and Tenacious Underdog is obviously that. And then the last black card that we put in the deck is Sheoldred the Apocalypse, of course. Like just a couple copies, kind of nice top end alongside the Serra Paragon. A little bit of life gain, drain the opponent, big death touchy body that aggro can't get through, needs to be responded to right away with an Infernal Grasp, or it's going to be quite a pain in the butt to get rid of. Otherwise, the rest of the stuff you've seen before. We've got the Intrepid Adversary to pump the squad. We've got the Thalia Anointed Peacekeeper tag team to tax the opponent's sweepers and things so that we can actually end the game. A couple of Valorous Stances to deal with Sheoldred or give one of our creatures indestructible. Some Brutal Cathars for some additional removal. Adeline to just be the beatdown and slam the crap out of the opponent with this thing. It's just so good right now. The fact that it makes the little 1/1, it means if they play a Adeline next turn or whatever, you've got something to sacrifice. If they hit you with an Invoke Despair, you have something to sacrifice other than, your actually important things. So these little 1/1s that she poops out are just perfect. All in all, just surprisingly strong deck. Not that surprising, but I didn't think I would get such a good win streak on it. It was today I went at some point, like I said, I'm 17-4 with the deck right now, 80-something +% win rate. So yeah, otherwise, other great reason to be playing Orzhov is, of course, it's one of the color combinations that got a pain land this set. So we get to run a lot of nice juicy duels. I've got a couple of Eiganjos for some additional removal, a Takenuma to potentially bring back some creatures, and the rest are just basics as always. Orzhov Aggro, that's the deck. Let's jump into some games. Now, of course, as always at this point in my videos, you guys know I do a little bit of self-promotion, and then I don't bother you with again until the very end. So if you could kindly consider subscribing to the channel. We're creeping so close to that 800 subscriber milestone, at which point a fantastic giveaway will be triggered. So if you do want to take part, you will need to be a subscriber. So subscribe, and of course share it all around to all your friends if you'd like to, potentially get them involved in that giveaway. You could also like the video, leave a comment, hit the bell notification icon, and join the Discord community. There, done. Told you, it was quick and painless. Oh wow, it's like every day. Non-stop mono black. Okay, oh wow, it's a mirror. Interesting. Either it's this weird like legendaries deck that I've been seeing a little bit of, or it's somebody actually trying to play clerics. Okay, I'm guessing he's gonna go straight for 3. Sure. Pretty cool card, I guess. Let's get down Sheoldred. They could hit us with a Meatuk, I guess. Oh. Infernal Grasp on Sheoldred. Oh, okay. Full on exile. Cool beans. That's great because we can level up the sleeper and cast our Paragon. Can do Meatuk for 3. It's uncanny how often they just have this bullshit card, man. Blows my mind. I think we just go with the Evolved Sleeper and another Brutal. Imagine he has another Meatuk. Okay, it was that deck. It's not necessarily, what, you got another Rite of Oblivion. Okay, okay. Sure. Did you forget that I have, what's this, Ward 2? Imagine it's a Meatuk. Okay. Whew. If... okay, so we definitely sack a land, so he doesn't gain any life. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We do need to have a look at this Ratted the Brick guy, though. I think this is a good card. And one that I would like to brew around. Ratted of Urborg. You know, you don't really need to play it in a zombie tribal deck at all. I think this is definitely not intended to be that way. I think the whole point here is that the things that die that are legendary come back as zombies alongside their other creature types. So then the things that come back will have vigilance because other zombies you control gain vigilance. And yeah, so then you can be sacrificing legendaries and keep having them come back as tokens. I've seen it in like Dragon Rakdos or Jund Dragon reanimation things. Anyway, looking really interesting. I still haven't brewed around this one, so stay tuned for that. But game 1 victory, always very nice. Setting the mood for the rest of the night, one would hope. Giga loser. Ay. I don't like that at all. But I also don't want to mulligan. I mean, it's a good hand, but the lands are terrible. Oh, yeah. This is the new threat right now. It's everywhere. You guys saw us, you know, if you watched last night's video. It is a lot of Selesnya enchantments right now. Yay. And they always have like 4 of those in their opening hand somehow. Mana, please. Thank you. Now, the real question is, do we exile the Generous Visitor with a Brutal Cathar, but then risk it being exiled by an opponent's borrowed time? Or do we wait for him to cast the borrowed time on Thalia, and when it becomes a 4-drop, kill it with Valorous Stance? I think we'd go for the Cathar. This is probably the worst matchup for this deck. I told you. I mean, it's honestly like every single time. Yeah, Peacekeeper, very good. Ah. Michigo is also bad news. He got the mana for the borrowed time. Oh my god, I just can't do this shit anymore. Okay. Shelly. At least they're top decking. This will make a humongous Michigo though. Like just humongous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is just beautiful. Boink. Come on, flood out a bit. Don't get your removal. Okay, he reveals it. Oh, God. I just please give me a break with this deck, man. It's too much. It's currently the top deck in the format. They just always have it somehow. Watch, you'll have top decked another one. Oh my god, okay. I'm ready to script. We don't have the right type of removal for this deck. Like, it's just not even worth bothering. Literally the best deck in the format right now. Like, can you believe it? Not a single new card. Croaky's just posted something on his Twitter. The deck is currently the deck with the highest win rate in the whole of Arena in Best of 1. 0 new cards. I find that really fascinating. Like, I don't know if we need to start, like, really, instead of the Valorous Stance, play out the other one called Destroy Evil instead. I think that may just be a really good call. Oh, the tag team is here. Now, do we go for the Adeline or the Anointed Peacekeeper? That is the question. Can't play a Bankbuster. The Guardian of New Benalia. Yeah, we're definitely going Peacekeeper. Take out his one. I'm okay with that. Especially if we get another land for our Paragon. So now he can't go Peacekeeper. He'll probably go for his own Thalia. At least I know what's in this deck. Nice. Double block the Peacekeeper so that you can cast your own one. Okay, cool. We got the backup. I don't think it really matters in this matchup though. Very nice top deck. See if he tries to double block something, and we can Valorous Stance. Nice. He may have his own one. Or he needs to, yeah, he needs to discard something to the Guardian to give it indestructible. The only damage we've taken is from our own Caves of Koilos. Koilos. Stuck on 3 lands, though. Does not feel that great. Goes for the Adeline. I'd love to top deck my own Brutal Cathar right now. Or that. You have to double block. If you want to kill something, that means I get my Adeline back. So, all groovy. What are you discarding now? Nice. Oh, top deck city. I guess maybe he goes for the enlist. Okay. Give me that Brutal Cathar. Come on, baby. Oh. I think we just play out another one of these. You can block with the adversary, if you'd like. Good call. Flips the brutal. Oof. That's pretty brutal. Well, let's put a legendary on the board so that our Eiganjo costs 1 less and then attack with everybody. Imagine he's got the Wandering Emperor. I don't think it's likely. It's more likely he's holding back 2 cards to flip the Moonrage Brute with. Also, he can't cast it because of Thalia, so that's okay. Gotta watch that Moonrage Brute. The crowd goes wild. Alright. Doing very nicely so far. So good. Thoroughly enjoying myself with this deck, guys. I promise you, it's the truth. We just need to do something about Selesnya enchantments. I think... Okay. Yeah. Quick. I'm gonna just slot in... I'm gonna switch out the Valorous Dance for the Destroy Evil. Just in case we do run into them. I mean, it's only 2 enchantment removal spells in the entire deck. But it's better than nothing. And still take out the Sheoldred when necessary. And instead of giving Indestructible, which is great, but comes up very rarely, we can use it for getting rid of enchantments and see if this makes us ever so slightly better against the current top meta deck. Renee Fonk. What's up? Sure, I'll keep that. Give me a 1-drop. Ah! Not the flood zone, please. Anything but the floodness. Against the black deck of doom. Now you have to spend 2 of your mana on a cut down. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Really? Really? Currently like 5-1 against black, but we really need the Anointed Peacekeeper. That's cool. That's fine. I got a backup, which I will play next turn, so we can save up for a bigger... Oh, nice. Keep him as far away from any sort of invoked despairs as we possibly can. Next turn we do a double trigger Intrepid and swing. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. That's groovy. This would have cost 1. We could have actually done that on someone. Ooh. 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 Juicy. Delectable. Six and 0 against Mono Black. Off you go. Dispatched. Get freaking stuffed, my friend. I'm 100% sure that he had Liliana in his hand, and Thalia was just like, nope, sorry. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. So, I mean, public enemy number 1 was Mono Black, but I feel like we're beating them more often than not these days, even though I personally used it on the majority of my climb into Mythic. I think the real new enemy here is... I'm just going to quickly load up Untapped here for you guys. Get it on full screen. First of all, let's have a quick look. 19 and 6. 6 and 2 against Mono Black, okay. The deck's slapping. But in terms of the meta, if you go, you know, even in bronze, it's number 3. But then when you go up here, Selesnya is above Mono Black. Rakdos has taken the lead today, but it's everywhere, and it's creeping up in the popularity as well. So you're bound to come across it a lot, and I think we need to start putting in some tech to get around it. But we've arrived at the final match of the night. Let's try and end on a freaking victory that would really just put a cherry on top of what has been a fantastic day of Magic with this brew. Absolute freaking slappage. Mr. 97%er. Yes. Yes. I keep. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's the curve of doom. Thank you. Okay, so it's a it is a Rafine deck, almost certainly. They often try and play the wedding announcement on turn 3. Very nice. Hopefully no counter magic. Has to make this... No, okay. Fine, 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 fine. Could be worse. We can get it back with the Paragon. Or do we go for 2 initiates and level up the sleeper? Meetook is starting to become a problem at this point. Ooh. Okay, let's try the Sheoldred. Actually, let's go with the Paragon. Oh yes. I might have actually swung there with Thalia, because we don't need to worry about Wandering Emperor with Thalia on board. It goes for the Grasp. 3 mana investment. Which I was expecting, which is great, because then you may not have it against the Apocalypse. Now we need our Destroy Evil. Like, big time. This is the new tech in this deck. It's like AO is finally here. I always knew he deserved a place. Thanks. I guess it's time to see who wins the race. Oh, we got the solution in hand. So because we have 2 legendaries, this only costs 1. So we can also do this. And play out one of these. Am I right? So this costs 3, reduced by 1 for each legendary. So we have 2 legendaries, so it costs 1. So I think I'm even going to put some more stuff on the board. Could be very bad, of course, but I also just can't handle having this gigantic flyer coming at me every second.
Finally, I'm home. Keep watch for intruders.
I'm okay with this, because he's gonna exile my Sheoldred with the Wandering Emperor, and that means it's gone, and then we just play another one.
Years of training. This. My judgment is fine.
Bankbuster isn't a me took, and that makes me very happy. Oof. I think I'd rather see what he has in his hand than risk Sheoldred being countered. Okay, so I think we're calling Meatook Massacre. The Meatook Massacre. So close. Oh, so close. Meatook is currently being taxed by 3. I think we won. Whew. Good game. Oh, baby, baby, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All right, ladies and gents. Another fantastic run with the deck. Yeah, the stats speak for themselves. A little bit light on removal, but just enough disruption that I almost always find a way through. And I wouldn't make a single edit other than the ones we already made in the earlier part of the video. Destroy Evil didn't show up since we put it in, kind of typical, but I think, again, with these enchantments, what else could we play to help with that? You know, in these colors. Sanctify, me, not as versatile. I guess maybe instead of Destroy Evil, we could just play a couple of Cathar Commandos. That could be a thing, actually. Just go full creatures. Then we don't even need to worry about the Thalia attacks. Maybe that's a thing. You can cut one underdog or one... I mean, and we do have the Hopeful Initiate, which is, you know, the real reason... I mean, it's obviously a great card, but usually this is what we're using to deal with artifacts and enchantments. But there's less +1/+1 counters going around without the Luminarch Aspirant, so it's a bit harder to use. So maybe Cathar Commando is the way to go, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments in general about what you think of the deck, how you would have built it, you know, what should we do against Selesnya enchantments. If you do copy it and take it for a spin on the ladder, please let me know your results. I always love to hear that stuff. And yeah, that's it for tonight's gameplay footage. Thank you all so much for watching. It means the world to me, especially those of you who stick around to the end. We're almost at 800 subs, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.